cinnamon spice churros with a chocolate dip. Cinnamon spice churros make your taste buds flip. Hey, cinnamon spice churros with a chocolate dip. Cinnamon spice churros make your taste buds flip. Hello, my loves, and welcome into my kitchen. Today we are going to be making cinnamon spice churros with a chocolate dip. And also I think we're going to be making some of that caramel sauce, that quick and easy 2-minute caramel as well. So my name is Gabrielle Reyes. Y'all know me as One Great Vegan. And this, my loves, is a live musical cooking class where we're going to be making some tasty treats, singing some fun, goofy songs, and all around just having a good old time, my loves. So the first thing we have to do before we create these beautiful cinnamon spice churros is going to be wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands before you get to cooking. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands before you get to cooking. All right, so I'm making sure my hands are clean, as I always try to make sure whenever I start getting cooking, getting going, getting glowing. And like I said, y'all, if you're just joining us, we are making cinnamon spice churros. I have always loved churros, y'all, and I have a goofy story about churros that I'm gonna have to share with all of you. But when I was a wee child, and this is before obviously I was vegan, and my parents used to take me to the zoo, and I'll have to share the rest of this funny story. So y'all just hold on and wait, keep your ears perked up, and we're gonna be starting to get going with our cinnamon spice churros, my loves. So the first thing I want y'all to do is get yourself a pan, like something you can fry in, deep fry these churros, and get your oil nice and hot. The oil I'm using today is sunflower oil. Usually I use grapeseed oil as well, but today I didn't have any in the house, so I was like, I'm just gonna use some sunflower oil instead. Next, my loves, you're gonna get yourself a pot, and we're gonna start off the cinnamon spice churros with all of our liquid ingredients. So get yourself 1 cup of water, some filtered water. We're gonna get this nice and hot along with our vegan butter, vegan butter, vegan butter, vegan butter, my loves. This is gonna make this just nice and fluffy and just buttery and delicious, which who doesn't love buttery goodness? And the other things we're gonna be adding in before we add in our flour, we're gonna add in some coconut sugar. This is organic Trader Joe's coconut sugar. You can use organic white sugar if you want to. You can use brown sugar if you want to. I'm using this because to me, this is like the healthiest version of sugar that I can get my hands on today. The other things we're going to be adding in as this gets nice and hot, we're going to be adding in cinnamon. Add in cinnamon, cinnamon. Add in cinnamon, cinnamon. And nutmeg, add me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going to be adding in some cinnamon and some nutmeg, my loves. And I would definitely say add in more cinnamon than nutmeg. The nutmeg is just there to add on a little bit more oomph and a little more zest and a little bit more spice into these cinnamon spice churros. So there you go. And then of course get yourself some pink Himalayan salt. Whatever salt you got, I'm gonna use pink Himalayan today. Get this, and this is just gonna help balance out the sweetness. You always wanna add in a little bit of saltiness whenever I like to do this whenever I'm baking or creating desserts. And then the other thing, let's see, she's getting nice and hot. Yeah, she's getting nice and hot. I may put her on the big girl burner in the back. This other thing I have here is some vanilla extract. So we're gonna be putting that into our flour batter as well. And then once all of those ingredients are nice, excuse me, your girl got a nice little burp going down, a little celery juice burp. Once all of these ingredients are nice and hot and you have that liquid mixture going, you're gonna be adding in your gluten-free flour. Honestly, I think it depends on whatever gluten-free flour you're using, but this one I found it's pretty good. It's baking flour, gluten-free flour. This is by Open Nature, so check that out, y'all. And then I love chickpeas. Y'all know I'm obsessed with chickpeas. You know, I'll be making Mediterranean falafel feasts and making falafel, make rainbow chickpea salad, hummus. I mean, I could just eat chickpeas literally all day. I put them into sweet potato stuffing, all the above. And so I cooked up some chickpeas the other day, yesterday, when I was going through this recipe, and I made myself some aquafaba. So you're gonna need aquafaba, chickpea water, chickpea juice, bean water, if you will. You're gonna need it for this recipe, and we're gonna put that in last. So it looks like our water is nice and hot, getting nice and bubbly. So let's add in our vegan butter, vegan butter, vegan butter, vegan butter, vegan butter. So add in about 1/4 of a cup of your vegan butter, and you're just gonna melt this baby down. You want all this just to become a nice, good liquid, a buttery liquid. So as that's melting down and as your water is nice and hot, add in your coconut sugar, and ooh, y'all, it already smells good because vegan butter just smells good, doesn't it? Add in your 2 tablespoons of your coconut sugar and mix that in there as well. You don't want this to burn, obviously. Just want this nice and warm, and keep giving it a good stir. And as of right now, all my butter is melted into my water. You can see, oh, it's starting to smell just sweet and buttery and fabulous, my loves. And then next, let's add in our seasoning and spices. Our seasoning and spices, aka our cinnamon and our nutmeg. Add that into your pot and just give this a good mix. You want to make sure nothing's burning. Oh, y'all, she already smelling so good. She smells so good, already smelling so good, so good, already smelling so good, smelling so good, already smelling so good. She's already smelling fabulous, y'all. It's that cinnamon, it's that nutmeg, it's that vegan butter. Oh, and now let's add in a little bit of some well, we already added in our cinnamon. Let's add a little bit of our salt and our vanilla in there. So I would say no more than 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I mean, we're talking about just a splash of salt in there. And then 1/4 of a teaspoon of some pure vanilla extract. I like to always measure it with my cap. That just keeps my life easier. So there we go, my loves. Get this nice and hot. And as you start to get this bubbly and boily, you don't want this to overboil. What you want to make sure is that you start to add in your gluten-free flour as soon as you start to see bubbles come up to the top. So I'm going to watch this pretty carefully and make sure, ooh, she's already starting to go. It's going to be fabulous, y'all. So I also suggest that whenever you're making this, you use a spatula to slowly pour in your flour. That way it doesn't get clumpy. So right now, my loves, there's bubbles boiling at the top. So I'm going to slowly mix in my flour and just go in, just start to mix this all up. And it'll start to thicken pretty quickly. So there we go, and there we go. I'm going to add in the rest of my flour, and she's starting to get nice and thick. Depending on what flour you use, obviously if you don't eat gluten-free, you can use, normal flour, but your girl does not eat gluten. So she's getting nice and doughy right now, which is perfect. It's exactly what I want. Just want to make sure all that is getting mixed in. Oh, she smells so good. And the color on this is perfect as well. I'll show you. Check it out, check it out, check it out. So she's getting nice and doughy, and that's what you want. I'm going to remove this from the heat. Turn that heat off because you don't want this burning at all. That's not going to be a delicious churro. So as this is starting to form into its beautiful dough, get yourself your aquafaba chickpea water and pour it on in. And you're just going to mix this into your dough, and it's going to act like the egg. in there and help this all bind and fry up beautifully. Now, like I said, you're gonna wanna make sure that your oil is nice and hot whenever you're making this recipe, because if you don't, they get soggy, and it's just not a cute situation if you do that. Trust and believe, your girl has been there. So I am mixing this all together, getting this all mixed and incorporated, and you don't want this to be liquidy at all. You wanna make sure that all that aquafaba is mixed into that dough. So take your time to do this. Is getting kind of messy, y'all. Check it out, check it out. Gonna mix that aquafaba in. Check it out, check it out. Mix that aquafaba in. Whoa. Mix that aquafaba in. All right, so there we go. Our dough, she looks like she's pretty much ready to go. I want her a little bit more bound together. So I'm just gonna go and we're getting a nice little arm workout over here, my loves. Getting my dough good to go. 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 Yes, this dough, she gets her own celebratory song because she is ready and Gucci to go. So I wanna make sure that there's not any clumps in here. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to do, but you know what, y'all? It's all about the experience when you're cooking. So I have a nice firm dough here made out of my vegan butter, my gluten-free flour, as well as my aquafaba. So now that I have a good dough here, move this over to the side, clean up a little bit so I can make sure y'all can see everything. So what I have here is, I found these silicone piping bags online on Amazon, and I just put it into a cup. As you can see, I have a tip on there. Put it into a cup. This way, none of it's gonna like fall out. And I'm just gonna, sometimes it's gonna be a little more difficult than it looks, y'all. So I'm just gonna take my cup, set it up, try to get it down as much as possible. And I'm just gonna fill up my piping bag with my flour. And in it goes. There she glows. So make sure your oil is hot and ready to fry, baby, because she's going down tonight. All right, fill her on up. You can leave some of the batter still in your pot if you don't want to fill it all the way up. Ooh, there she goes. All right, come on down. There goes the batter. All right, there she goes. There is the batter. She is in our wonderful piping. Let's see if she'll come out of here. Yesterday, she was doing good. Oh, yeah, there she goes. Okay, so as you can see, we have the batter coming up at the top. I'm gonna push this through and chop it with our scissors and fry it up. All right, my loves. So like I said, let me set this over. Look at this. This is my holding tool for how I hold my piping. All right, so like I said, we have our oil nice and hot. Y'all gonna see, she might pop up back at me, y'all. If she pops up, you do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. There she is. She is hot and ready to fry. Okay, let's check it out. Check it out, check it out. Let's fry. Check it out, check it out. Let's fry. Let's fry the churros up. Where are my scissors at? Let's find some scissors, y'all. That's gonna be helpful. Okay, scissors, and also get yourself some tongs. I have a feeling she's gonna pop up back at me, so let me let her cool off just a little bit. Ooh, she hot. Let me let her cool off. Y'all can see all that steam coming through. This way, and as I said, y'all, we have our piping dish, and let me make sure this is gonna come through. There might be a lot in there. Ooh, she is hot. The batter in here, she is nice and toasty. I see you, bro. I see you. All right, let me do a little test run over here and see if she'll come through. Come through. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna solve this. I'm gonna put a little towel around my hand and see if that makes it. Ah, yes, that'll be a lot better. Fierce. All right. I think it's time, y'all. All right, let's give it a go. Hopefully this doesn't explode everywhere because she is full. Come on, girl. Cinnamon spice. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous she's gonna pop out. Oh no, there goes some of my batter. That's okay. she fall. We lost some to the cost. There she goes. Come on, girl, she's almost off. All right, there we go. Cut it off, and there she, oh, perfect. Frying, there we go. First one out the gate. Boom. This is very full, y'all. I just want to make sure it doesn't explode coming out. I may have to take the actual tip off because, let's see, I think that may be the issue. This tip is just too, it's just too tight for it. All right, let's see if this will come off. There she goes. Ah, nice and hot. Cinnamon spice churros. All right, I have my piping bag, and let's go in with this churros. Come on. These are hot. There she goes. Ah, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna get my towel and wrap it around. This batter is hot. You like how I dropped some on the floor? Could you help me pick that up, baby? There we go. All right, y'all, we going and we glowing. There we go, beautiful cinnamon spice churros. And I'm using my scissors to chop off the size that I would like. And there we go. I'm squeezing this out. Yeah, that tip was just not working out for you, girl. Thank you, my love. And then we're gonna roll this into some of our cinnamon and our sugar as well. And I'm gonna be using a mix of the coconut sugar as well as white sugar, just because I like the way that the white sugar looks on this. So there we go. All right, y'all, we are frying these up. Let me see if I can add in more batter, or at least push this batter down. That way we can get all these beautiful cinnamon spice churros. All right, as you can see, your girl has got her scissors. And these scissors are really working out for me right now because easily I can just pop it into the fryer and boom, I don't got to worry about my hands getting close to the hot oil. All right, there we go. Woo! All right, cinnamon spice churros, make your taste buds flip. All right, I'm gonna do one more, I think over here in the corner, and then while these are frying up, I think we can work on that cinnamon sugar coating as well as that chocolate spice. So let's check out some of these earlier ones. Ooh, y'all, check it out. Our mini little churro. Oh, she's already so beautiful. Oh, these are coming out so great, y'all. Check it out, check it out. Cinnamon spice churros. Whoa, whoa, oh. All right, so like I was saying, we're gonna roll these around in some cinnamon as well as some sugar. So what I've done is I've just mixed together cinnamon and sugar, and I'm just gonna be pouring this into a plate, a nice thin layer. And we're gonna roll our cinnamon spice churros into this mixture right here. So I'm gonna leave this over here, and I'm gonna actually roll this first one we have right here, just so y'all can get it. Oh, look at this. Oh. Check it out, my loves. Here we go. There we go. Look at that beautiful cinnamon spice churro. She's tiny, but the other ones are coming, y'all. They're going to be beautiful. Boom. There we go. All right, let's see how these other ones are doing. Okay, they're frying up. Fry it up, fry it up. I'm probably going to be frying a lot of these, honestly. And y'all saw how simple the batter was to make. So if you need to make more, go on with your bad self. Do what you got to do. I'm gonna make sure the oil is nice and hot now that I have more of these in here. All right, there we go. So as these are getting nice and hot and frying up to perfection, what I have in here is some chocolate chips. I already made some yesterday, so I'm gonna just show y'all what I got going in here. So I've melted down some chocolate chips, and in here, I also have some coconut oil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this into the microwave for about 30 seconds, give this a good mix, and then we're gonna have our chocolate dip. I'm also gonna be putting in a little bit of some of my cinnamon, that way just to give it some more oomph, give it some more spice, give it some more zest to it. So I would say add in about 1/2 of a teaspoon of your cinnamon, and then let's pop this in the microwave for like 30 seconds. All right, boom, there we go. So let's check in on our churros. Ooh, she is getting fluffy and fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous churros, fabulous. might be a little too, the temperature might be going down a little bit, so I'm gonna put it on the big girl burner. That way I know for sure those pieces are gonna get nice and hot. So while that is going and that is getting nice and fried up, let's check in on our chocolate dip. And like I said, boom, as easy as all get out. All you have to do is just melt together about 1/4 cup of your chocolate chips and then about 1/2 tablespoon of some coconut oil. So there we go, my loves. Our chocolate dip is ready to go. I'm gonna give this a good stir because I don't want any of those chunky pieces of my chocolate in there. And sometimes it's good to actually just melt this down a little bit more. So I'm gonna pop it in the microwave for another 30 seconds. And then let's see how they're doing. Okay, cinnamon spice churros are doing fierce. All right, let's taste that first mini churro I made. Because, oh, baby, it's tiny but tasty. It's so good. It's so good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cinnamon spice churros with a chocolate dip. Cinnamon spice churros make it taste bubbly. Hey, cinnamon spice churros make it taste bubbly. Hey, make it taste bubbly. Make it taste bubbly. Make it taste bubbly. Make it taste bubbly. Hey, all right. Well, I'm ready to eat the rest of these then because that was a wonderful experience for my mouth. All right. So like I said, I melted down my chocolate just a little bit more. And there we go, chocolate dip. All right, so now I'm really excited because I really want to dip my churros in my chocolate dip. All right, so what I'm going to do to make this beautiful for presentation, I have a little, tiny little cup, and I actually has a little bit of cinnamon on it, so let me clean that off. There she goes, she's gonna be so beautiful. All right, so I'm just gonna fill this up with my chocolate dip. And we're gonna put this over to the side so you can dip all those, so you can dip all of those churros in this beautiful creation we have here with a little bit of cinnamon in there. All right, so I still have some batter over here, my loves. So I'm definitely gonna fill that up because I already know your girl's gonna wanna fry some more. So let's check in and see how these are doing. Oh, snap. These look so good. Oh, snap. Some of them are stuck together. Some of the churros are stuck together, but that's okay. Honestly, then you just get a good, nice, like a churro bundle. A bundle of churros. That's what we're going to get. All right, so I am making sure that these are flipping and every part gets some of that fry on there. Ooh, yes. She is so good. And I'm going to show y'all these pieces that I've already fried up beautifully. Let me get my cinnamon sugar coating so I can grab some of these pieces for y'all. Take a look at this gluten-free vegan feast we created out of a simple ingredients, my loves. So easy to make and yet so freaking delicious. All right, so check it out. There go our cinnamon churros. And I'm just gonna mix it into that spice. Oh, this is so delicious. This coating on top, this sugar coating. This is honestly what does the thing. Baby, check it out, check it out. I'm gonna take some photos of these. These are beautiful. These are doing great. Y'all, look at these. Cinnamon spice churros, chocolate dip. Hey, cinnamon spice churros, make your taste buds flip. So there we go, our churros, they are almost ready. I'm gonna fry up a few more, but these look freaking beautiful, my love, seriously. So gorgeous. And I think these pieces might be ready as well. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fill up the rest of my bag with my batter that did not fall onto the ground. And I'm about to fry those up. But since these are already done, let me take these out and put them onto my cinnamon plate. Oh, so crispy, y'all. So freaking crispy. And I'm so excited to coat those in all that goodie. All right, so let me actually get more of my cinnamon sugar. This way I can just coat it on top. I'll show y'all what I'm doing. So there goes our cinnamon spice churros. And I'm just coating this with more cinnamon sugar on it. Ah, so beautiful. Yes, oh Lord. Oh, so beautiful. Yes, oh Lord. All right, so there we go. Cinnamon spice churros. And I'm about to plate these up. And I will plate these as soon as I start frying these other babies. So like I said, my loves, get yourself your silicone piping tool. And where are my scissors at? Here are my scissors. And since this is nice and hot, I'm going to do it back here. Get yourself out some of a nice, I would say about how many inches you would say this long this is? I would say this is about 5 inches long of your churro. You can do them longer. You can do them in heart shapes if you really want to, but your girl obviously is not trying to complicate too much today. She's just trying to make some cinnamon spice churros. All right, so I'm gonna fry up the rest of these because y'all know we about to feast. Oh, so there we go. I would say 5 to 6 inches. Some of them will come out a little bit curved. Some of them will come out perfectly straight, you know. It's all beautiful, just like all of human beings. We all come out different, but we're all still tasty, especially with cinnamon sugar all over our bodies. I mean, can you imagine how tasty you would be with cinnamon sugar on your body? I know my baby, he is cinnamon sugar, so he's chocolate. Maybe you're the chocolate dip and I'm the cinnamon sugar. What say you? All right, y'all, I'm gonna do, I think, about 2 more of these. Wow, this silicone piping bag is really sturdy, and I really appreciate it because I was nervous of it opening up. I was nervous that it would just bust on open, but she's doing great. She is doing fabulous, y'all. And I will show y'all those cinnamon spice churros that we're about to eat. All right, let me move that piece over there. All right, y'all, it's about time to dig on in to our cinnamon spice churros. Let me make sure these are separated. Oh yeah, she's cooking in. She is cooking up. All right, my loves, like I said, boom, cinnamon spice churros. And let me plate these babies up so they can look beautiful for all to see her glory. Oh my gosh, they are flaky. They are fluffy. They are fried. They are fabulous. They are just, oh my goodness. These are going to be so delicious, y'all. Are you excited to eat? Because your girl knows she's excited to eat, okay? All right, let me put this over here. This should be a beautiful little plating situation we have here. I think I'm going to wait on a few more of my churros, y'all, because I want this plate to look gorgeous. So we're going to fill this up with a few more churros, but check it out, y'all. Check it out. There we go. There's our chocolate dip that I'm almost spilling everywhere. And then there is our churros. Let me pour over a little bit more of my cinnamon sugar. All right, there we go. Oh, yes, baby. Look how good these look. These look so much better than the ones I made yesterday, y'all. Check it out. All right, so our other ones are ready as well. Oh, my goodness. Cinnamon spice churros. Time to feast. Cinnamon spice churros, eat. All right, so these are nice and hot. Yeah, my big girl burner in the back, she always does me right. She knows, she understands that, you know, sometimes you just need a little bit more burn going down. All right, so give these a good shake. You can also, yeah, there we go, ha. Sometimes it's easier with a bigger plate, I would definitely say. But you know what, today, y'all, this is what we're working with, so. No judgment. She's still delicious. Fabulous. Fresh. Ooh, yes. Look at these. We're just going to load on all of these cinnamon spice churros onto our plate because they look freaking fabulous. I am shook. I am excited. I don't know if y'all are just as excited to eat as I am, but your girl is going to dig in. All right, let's grab these last 2, and I think we should be ready to go, my loves. There go our cinnamon spice churros, easy to fry. Get your oil nice and hot. Make sure she stays nice and hot. Let me separate these 2. So that way, oh my gosh, she is so crispy. I have never made gluten-free churros that were this crispy and perfect. I think it's that vegan butter and that aquafaba, y'all. They really did it for me. All right, there we go, my loves. Oh my goodness. Cinnamon spice churros. Check it out. Cinnamon spice churros. Make a shout. Y'all, check it out. I'm gonna move this chocolate dip because I don't want it spilling everywhere. But look at this, my loves. Look at this incredible, this is fabulous. I mean, this is just so delicious and it's gonna taste so incredible. I'm gonna have Ace go take a few pictures of these while I tell y'all about my cinnamon spice churro journey. So my love, do you mind? Look at that. This is so exciting. I'm probably gonna make more, y'all, TBH. Cause look, I already got more of this mixture right over here. So yeah, I'm gonna pour in just a little bit more. I really wanna get the most out of this that I'm using today. There we go. Another churro. Oh, she's getting nice and hot in here, y'all. It's getting hot in here. So make some churros. I am getting so hot. I'm gonna make some churros. Woo! All right. There we go. We're gonna let these fry on up, my loves. All right, so I was telling y'all about this kooky story of me as a child with my churros. So this was when before I lived in Dallas, Texas. I lived in San Diego, California, and San Diego has one of the best zoos. I don't really, mess with zoos anymore because, it just doesn't feel right, y'all. I just don't feel like going to the zoo. The animals don't look excited. But nonetheless, your girl went to the zoo. Are you looking for cinnamon and spice?
No.
Okay. Your girl still went to the zoo nonetheless. And I remember I didn't really get to ride anything I wanted to ride, but the last thing I got to do was get a churro, and I was so freaking excited. These were these huge churros. Hopefully y'all have probably seen them at fair parks, Disneyland, Universal Studios, sell these gigantic churros. I was so excited. I remember the man giving it to me from his cart, and me just like jolly cheering, just like skipping along the way on the exit out. And on my way out, as I'm holding the churro in my hand, a huge pelican flies in, snatches my churro, and away it flies. And all I see is a churro waving in the wind. Just a churro. The answer, my friends, is blowing in the wind. A churro blowing in the wind. Like, for real, I cried. I cried so hard. Because my parents, they didn't buy me another churro. No. They were like, girl, that's all the churro you get. Like, I don't know what to tell you because, we're not buying you another churro. My parents, I was not raised wealthy at all, y'all. The fact that I even got a churro was probably like a huge expense for them. The fact that we went to the zoo was probably like a huge freaking expense. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna dig into one of these churros that I just fried. Are you done, baby? Thank you so much. Ooh, is it spilling? All right, well, you said it right there. You wanna dig in, baby? Sure. All right, I'm gonna get myself some sugar. There we go. You want some of this chocolate dip?
Sure.
Cinnamon spice churros with a chocolate dip. Cinnamon spice churros make your taste buds flip. Is it good? Yeah, man. She's delicious. All right, let's get some chocolate dip. Boom, y'all. Ooh, I just got your hands all messy. Y'all, check it out. Cinnamon spice churros. Oh, my. Bro. All right. This tastes like not Cinnaholic. What's the place in the mall? And they sell pretzels, and sometimes they have.
Like Auntie Anne's.
Wow, y'all. Oh my god. No. I didn't know this was what I was going to eat today, but I guess this is all I'm eating today. Y'all check it out. Cinnamon spice churros, chocolate dip. I don't want to drop it everywhere, but there she is. My loves, y'all saw how simple this was. Make sure that oil is hot. Y'all, get yourself some gluten-free, vegan, soy-free, okay? Gluten-free, soy-free, nut-free, and vegan. Cinnamon spice churros. Anything you want to eat, my loves, you can eat vegan. This is proof. Because your girl hasn't had churros literally since the pelican took her churro when she was 6 years old, okay? And so I am excited to dig in. I'm excited to share with y'all this fabulous, fun, fierce, flavorful recipe. I will see you all next Saturday here in my kitchen. We're going to be making something else that's colorful, musical, fabulous, and just good for your spirit, your body, and your soul, my loves. I had so much fun. Like I said, my name is Gabrielle Reyes. You'll be able to find this recipe on my Instagram, on my YouTube, on my Triller. If you're not following me on Triller right now, Triller is like the new version of TikTok because, you know, you never know. If TikTok goes away, then at least there's like 20 other apps that I can post my musical songs on, my recipes and all that goodness. So y'all be sure to follow me, One Great Vegan, on all those accounts. And y'all stay tuned for some really freaking exciting news. Your girl's you're gonna see your girl on some things pretty soon. So I'll keep y'all updated about everything. The good news is more and more billions of people are gonna learn about how to eat good food, how to eat the rainbow, and ultimately how to get their glow on. So I'm excited about the future. I hope y'all are too. And I will see you all next Saturday. Goodbye, my love.